Greetings, everyone. I'm Yin.
And I'm Yang.
I'm Yang.
And I'm Yin. And we are Meta Health.
So I wanted to share a conversation that we had about earthing.
As a direct connection with your genitals, but it's earthing for your genitals. And I thought that was awesome because one of the things that I do is sun charge my yoni whenever I have privacy. Are you looking at me like, what is that? So it's a similar concept. Yeah, basically.
In baby pose and you just...
Kind of. So
eagle.
The idea is just let the sun hit the genital area because back in the day when we were living more natural, our genitals weren't just necessarily constantly always exposed because we had to protect ourselves from the elements and everything, or from like debris getting in them or whatever. But there's, the benefit of the sun hitting the breasts, or like the sun hitting the genitals. Like the sun has a powerful energy that sends, I don't know all the science behind it, but there are those who do, and it can be researched, and I want to ask everybody to research that because I think that that's something that we should know, the power of what the sun is providing to the human body, and then also what the what it's doing specifically to our genitals, because our genitals and our entire body is like a miniature solar system anyway. It's a miniature universe, right? So your genitals represent something, your legs represent something else, your belly represents something else. So in direct contact like that, it's helpful. So the sun charging of the yoni is basically, yes, allowing the sun, just the same way you would like sun gaze. It doesn't have to be direct sun that is too intense and hot, but maybe like a lighter sun. Me personally, I like the hot sun. I feel like it's more powerful, more energy. I don't know if that's true, but it's like more light. So just as people sun gaze in India where they, their pupil needs to hit the early morning sun, you can have the sun charge up your genital organs. I just think that sounds like something that, we should be doing. And every time I've done it, I feel like more healthy and empowered and
I need to start putting my nuts on the floor.
I think so. I do. I think so. I think you should put your nuts on the floor all the time. We come from heritages and cultures that have suffered a lot, and genitals have been attacked, and many people have developed illnesses specifically in their genitals, like the prostate issues or the fibroid issues. And so
I wonder if there's a correlation to helping alleviate prostate diseases like prostate cancer and stuff.
Yeah.
From sitting. I gotta look into that.
It was Dr. Phil Valentine that reminded me about something that I was already naturally starting to do and have come across in other whatever. So he has some information about it. But yeah, it was like, that's what he was saying, that it can help to support and prevent.
We just gotta make sure you don't, put it on an ant nest.
Well, I mean, if you're wearing an entire pant that is cotton, then that's the best way to do it.
Because I just noticed the last time you had me take off my shoes and water, there was so many
we weren't paying attention to the part of the earth that we picked.
A few times.
Yeah, and you want to get away from as much pollutants as possible. We know there's pollutants everywhere. But there are some places where there's concentrated pollutants.
It's not a dog park.
And
don't go to a dog park
yeah, exactly.
Either.
Just like you don't sit in, a nasty place. Same thing. So yeah, so you can just get a cotton cloth and put a long skirt if you're a female, or you can get a cotton skirt, or you can get cotton pants and sit. I have noticed that with a minimal of 30 minutes grounding and earthing, I feel like so much more peace. And I think that the yogis of old...
I more call it earthing.
Earthing?
Yeah. I don't call it grounding per se, and maybe that is a benefit
it's the ground,
to it.
So that's why people
say because when I think of grounding, I think of intention to settle, calm.
You will... me personally... I naturally settle when I touch the earth, but not immediately. It takes about 20-30 minutes to really settle. And if I am breathing and focusing and, in that meditative state more...
I'm just saying because of what I practice,
Yeah.
you know, doing Qigong and different forms of Chinese medicine, I've learned many different styles, ways, and techniques of grounding.
So you're like, that's not the
so
only
for
one.
in my mindset, you know, and a lot of it is about making contact with the earth, but it is doing specific things that cultivate your energy and your chi through mindful breath and movement, you know,
and the idea is to do mindful breath and movement and touch the earth.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
At the same time, so that's all part of it. You're using the sunshine. You can get in water that also has its specific benefits, but all that is
I'm just
health, basically. You know?
Basically saying intentional, having the intention.
Yeah.
The benefits of having the intention helps to amplify or increase the benefit, not just randomly you know, sitting. I think having the intention makes a bigger difference than just simply saying, oh yeah, I run around outside barefoot all the time.
Okay, but you're from the islands, and have you noticed that when Rastas randomly walk around barefoot and get in the seawater and put cassie and aloe in their hair and live that life of like peacefulness without necessarily intending specifically to meditate, are they not?
But
grounded
we are
people?
Intending to commune
by an entire lifestyle
with,
though, right?
Our whole lifestyle
Yeah.
is the intention of communing with nature and becoming one. That's
the
why,
monks of the Caribbean.
you know, yeah, I guess, you know, because whenever people ask me, well, what are you? I mean, for me, I believe, you
Caribbean
know,
monk.
to be defined, or to define me would be to confine me. But if you need an explanation, I would combine Rasta and Taoism, you know, but I don't believe in having a confining label, especially when it comes to your own personal divinity, because we are expansive beings.
Yeah, of course.
You know, and that's just me. I understand the need for someone to identify
like a pineapple
with a particular
it's different
thing.
than an apple, and you could describe it.
Well, I think it just brings comfort to someone else to say, yeah, I'm a pineapple.
And I'm an apple.
I'm an apple. You know.
Speaking of that, if you were a fruit, which one do you think you would be?
Probably a mango.
A mango. A ripe mango or a green mango?
A ripe mango.
Some days.
A sweet ripe mango.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Sweet. Some days I would say you may be one of those green mangoes with the seasoning. And
I don't know. I think that becomes
eat.
a perspective.
Of course, everything is. Other days, a nice, juicy, ripe, sweet mango. Not even moment to moment, right?